There are many reasons you should consider moving to the Republic of Ireland. It's a great expat destination and the people are generally nice and friendly according to what I've read. Healthcare in Ireland is impressively good with public and private provision available. With range of private health care providers, experts can access treatment quickly if necessary. Well, that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, if you want to know more about Ireland or why you should move to Ireland, then Google is your best friend. Now, let's talk about the reason why we're here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can migrate to the Republic of Ireland via the Health and Care Worker Visa. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is FaithOjone, and on this channel, I talk about ways you can travel and settle abroad. And I also provide you with resources on how you can get started. So if this is the kind of content you like, do hit the subscribe button to join the family. Without saying so much, let's get right into the video. Since I made the video, I'll leave the link here so you can watch it, about the UK healthcare visa coming to an end in 2023. A lot of you are worried and have asked me to make other videos of other countries who allow healthcare assistance or other countries that have visa for healthcarers. So I've done my research, and also I recently made a video about New Zealand launching their healthcare workforce in October. If you've not seen the video, you need to go and watch it so you can stay updated. So now I'm bringing to you the Republic of Ireland Health and Care Worker Visa. In July 2021, the Ireland Minister announced changes to the Irish Employment Permit system, a move that affects countless healthcare assistants around Ireland. The changes were made in order to address issues such as labour shortage in the health and nursing home sector across the country, that's Ireland. So with an ever-increasing elderly population in Ireland, these changes are aimed at securing carers for those who need them the most. One of the primary developments introduced by the minister was the removal of healthcare assistance from the ineligible occupation. So in case you don't know what an ineligible occupation means, is that if your occupation should falls under the ineligible occupation, you cannot move to Ireland for work. I mean, you cannot get work permits. So these occupations are not allowed to be sponsored and cannot move to Ireland and work. If you want to know if your occupation is on the eligible occupation or ineligible occupation or critical skill, I'll leave the link down below. And if you want to get more details on all about the eligible occupation, critical skill occupation, then you need to watch this video here, because RIA made a very detailed explanation about the Ireland work permits. So they have like 3 categories: the general work permit, the critical skills, and the ineligible occupation. So formerly, the health and care sector was part of the ineligible occupation, but because of the shortage of healthcare workers, Ireland minister removed the health and care sector from the ineligible occupation. Following the changes, international healthcare assistants are now eligible to apply for employment permits in Ireland. So the health and care sector is part of the general work permits. So that's to say, if you should move to Ireland with the health and care worker visa, you are eligible to apply for your permanent residency after spending 5 years in Ireland. But if your occupation is part of the critical skill and you're able to get a job in Ireland, then you can be eligible to apply for a residency in 2 years. So that's the difference between the general permit and the critical skill permit. As the number of elderly people in Ireland continue to grow, the country has shortage of healthcare workers to provide sufficient long-term resident care for older people in the future. So that is why they had to remove the healthcare sector from the ineligible occupation and place them in the general work permit. So when it comes to healthcare assistance, you must be on the minimum annual salary, which is 27,000 euro. So that's the amount you need to earn minimum if you're coming as a healthcare assistant. And the job has to be full-time, which is 39 hours per week. If you're to calculate the rates per hour, it's going to be 13 to 14 euro. So let's talk about the benefits and the disadvantage of this visa. Should we start with the good news or the bad news? Good news. So now, benefits. The benefit is that you can sponsor yourself. This is amazing. You do not need sponsorship. All you need is to get a job. So if you get a job in Ireland, and with an accredited employer, you can sponsor yourself. So you just need the offer to apply for your visa. So the good thing is that the company can also sponsor you. So it's either the employer is sponsoring you or you're sponsoring yourself. Second benefit, you can travel with your family. Third benefit, after spending 5 years in Ireland, you are eligible to apply for your permanent residency. Fourth benefit, the visa is on cap. So according to the information I've read, I've not seen any part where they said it's coming to an end in 2024 or 2023, like the UK and the New Zealand. So right now, there is no ending dates and there is no limited numbers of people they need. But of course, we know that immigration laws and rules change every time. You just need to stay updated. Once you get a job, what you need to do is to apply for your general employment permit. Either you or your employer must pay a fee of €1,000. If your application is refused, you will get 90% of your application fee back. The bad news is that Ireland still undergo labor market tests. So what is the labor market test? The labor market test is when an employer will have to show that they've tried to fill in the position and they could not find anyone in Ireland or the EU or EEA to fill in the position. So because the Republic of Ireland is part of the European Union, people who are part of the EU can work in Ireland. So it's not just that they are posting the job in Ireland alone, it's also EU. So it's like a whole lot of countries you're competing with here. So for you to get the job, they'll make sure that they'll have to prove to the government that they could not find someone in Ireland and also in EU or EEA that could fill in the position before they give it to non-EU, non-Irish, non-EEA candidates. So you see, it's a whole lot of competition. Sometimes when I talk about migrating abroad, it sounds easy, but the honest truth is it's not that easy. Trust me, it's a lot of work, commitment, and consistency. It is still doable. For them to have labor shortage, that means they need people from all over the world. So international candidates who is not part of the European Union, the EEA, are also eligible to apply for the health and care visa. Though the competition might be a whole lot more because of the salary requirements. Because if a company should want to recruit overseas candidates, the salary requirement is usually higher. And most companies want to go for the locals because, I mean, the salary requirement is a lot cheaper. So if you're a company, would you pay more money to get an international candidate, or you try and look for people locally? So you have the answer. But this is not to discourage you. This is me just telling you that you need to buckle up if you're really interested in migrating to Ireland via the health and care visa. It's not something you can just say, oh, Faith, I applied for 10 jobs, I did not get feedback. I get a lot of these messages and I'm like looking at them. Oh, Faith, I've been applying for a job, I don't know, what can I do? What else can you do? There's nothing else you can do aside from keep applying. Like if you're coming to me telling me, Faith, I've applied for 100 jobs, I'm not getting any feedback. Honestly, Faith has no solution, because it's the same situation you're going through. I am going through as well. Even the fact that I'm living in the UK, I apply for tons of jobs. I keep getting, unfortunately. But what will I do? I will not do anything. There's this, the Western world, if you're getting a job, you're getting it by merit. You're getting it because you deserve it. You're getting it because they want you. There's nothing like cutting through the corners. So you need to just keep applying. That is the only thing you can do. There is no way out, okay? So I'm just letting you know that the competition is going to be a lot, because it's not like the UK where there's no labor market test anymore. Ireland still have that, not just for Irish people, but for people who are part of the EU and EEA. So you're competing with a lot of people, so you need to buckle up. Anyway, that's it for my pep talk. Now let's talk about how can I get a job in Ireland. I mean, this is the most important part you're looking for. Anyway, I've sourced for jobs, so I have links to jobs, websites you can search for jobs, especially healthcare jobs. So I've sort of dedicated my search to just healthcare jobs. So all the links I'll be sharing in my description box below are for healthcare assistant job, nursing assistant, support worker, healthcare, mental health care workers. If you're in the health sector, okay, and you want to work, as healthcare assistant, check my description box below. You will see the link to all the job websites, to all the job currently available for you to apply. Some of the job vacancy expires in October, some are expiring September, maybe next week. So you need to hurry up and send your application. Remember, you need to look at the salary requirement. You need to look for a job that is paying at least 13 to 14 euro per hour or 27,000 euro per annum. So I'll leave the link to how you can apply. You can apply for your visa online. I'll leave the link in the description box below, how you can make your application, all the documents you would need to make your application. And I'll also leave the link to this information that the Island Minister released on the healthcare visa, just in case you do not really understand what I've said and you want to read it for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description box below, so do check it out. And we have come to the end of this video. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comment section. According to the recent news I've been hearing, I heard that Ireland is currently struggling with housing, but again, we know that the media like to exaggerate things. I would tell you not to let that one to bother you a whole lot. Focus on getting a job first, then you can talk about accommodation later. Okay, you know I got you. Everything you need is in the description box below. You know I'm the queen of resources. I'm always here. I got you. So show some love, like the video and subscribe, and leave a lovely comment. Even if you don't have anything to say, just leave an emoji, something. It helps my channel, and give it a thumbs up. It also helps my channel. And guys, I'll see you in my next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye bye.